if we consider the fact that our heads are just very, very heavy and they're very large compared to the actual joint that it sits on at the top of the neck, just mechanically realigning that joint relationship creates just an ease in the body. It's just your body's not having to compensate by trying to manage this big bowling ball on top of a little toothpick if everything is lined up properly. So just from even a muscular perspective, it creates symmetry, it creates ease, it creates a nice relationship with the joints. If we dig in a little deeper, you also look at things like blood flow, and you look at just fluid mechanics in and out of the cranial vault. And we're understanding more and more with some of the advancements in imaging that we're able to do, we can actually see the differentiation between having a structural misalignment and how that impacts just blood flow. Normal, appropriate blood flow into the brain, blood flow out, creating a lot more oxygenation, a lot more nutrient-rich blood availability. And that's huge. Your brain consumes a tremendous amount of oxygen and glucose. And so to have that availability just creates a higher level of function. And then the one thing I also tell people too, because we look at a lot of posturing. So we look at posture as a window to understand if someone might have a misalignment of the craniocervical junction. One thing I can kind of easily transmit is that if you're standing and your body's just really crooked and misaligned, but your brain thinks that's normal, then we don't really know what else is your brain maybe miscuing a little bit in terms of function, because that's how we are. We're receptor-driven organisms. And so if your brain is perceiving one thing as normal that we can very clearly see as not, then we don't really know where that cascade might land somewhere else down the road in terms of other dysfunction, right? And that's where we tend to see a lot of other more organic issues resolve really well with the structural correction, because we're just getting that communication, we're just getting that highway flowing a lot better between what the brain thinks is actually happening and what it's conveying to the rest of your body. So I think those are nice, easy windows for us to understand, again, the level of outreach that a craniocervical junction misalignment can potentially have for people.